Alright people, welcome back to the channel. Like I said in my last video, I'm gonna do a trade breakdown on the trade I had last week. And yeah man, without further talk, let's just get straight into it. So the trade I had was a New Zealand US dollar long last week. Good trade, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I trade just support and resistance, break and retest. But what I did used to do is mainly just look at the 4 hour only, and sometimes I look at the higher time frames. And sorry, apologies if you can hear like people in the background and noise in the background, because I got scaffolders outside my house, so you might hear like drills and stuff. But yeah, hopefully it's not picking up because I can hear it at the back. Hopefully the mic's not picking up though. But yeah, like I said, I used to just look at the 4 hour, but what I've started doing is started incorporating the higher time frame, so I can hold trades for longer, and also so I can get in trades in the right direction. Because I feel like when I was just looking at the 4 hour, I wasn't getting in. I would get more trades, yeah, but they're running for shorter R. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not getting in on the longer term direction. So when you're getting in the longer term direction, you're able to hold trades longer because you're obviously trading in the right direction. Whereas when I was looking at the 4 hour, I'm catching smaller trades, smaller R, because it might be like a short term direction for the trade. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not following the longer term direction. But yeah, that's just something I've seen for my trading. So that's what I started looking at. I started incorporating the longer time frames. But yeah, so let me start off with how I was looking at New Zealand US dollar. Let me just remove these and let's replay this. So that was this week, yeah, or last week. So obviously from the weekly, what I saw is we've had a double bottom, we've broken that structure, we've had a push higher, and price come deep into this. After breaking structure, prices come deep, and obviously we pulled back all the way down to here. But from the weekly, just looking at this, I knew we were bullish in it. Whether price is going to continue bullish, I didn't know, but I knew from the weekly we're bullish. Broken structure, I've had a double bottom, and then we've had a deep pullback. That's all I needed from the weekly. Went to my daily now, and as you can see, continuing from the weekly, we've had that deep pullback. We're currently sitting at support, yeah, sitting at daily support after having a big bullish impulse push. We've now had a big bearish impulse back down, but I know from the weekly we're bullish, innit? Even though the daily's not looking too bullish, I know we're bullish from the weekly perspective, and we're at this level of support. So I was like, okay, cool. From the weekly, I know we've had a double bottom here, we've had some consolidation and a big push. Potentially this could be a pullback before continuation higher. So because price is sitting at this level of support, over to the 4 hour now, and because I know price is sitting at this level of support, what I wanted to see, because we're at daily support, that's telling me, okay, we're at daily support, so we could get a push higher. So now I needed to see a breaking structure to the upside to obviously confirm the bullish bias from the weekly. And once we got that breaking structure, then I'll be looking to find if I can get any longs. So if I just put it forward a bit, price had this big breaking structure. If you just zoom in, we've had a bit of consolidation. You can call that a reverse in the shoulder as well. We've had that, we've had a breakout, so that confirmed, that break confirms the breaking structure. Then we want to see price hold above the level. So price is held above the level, and then we get the retest. So we've held above the level there nicely, and now price will come back to retest. So it was Tuesday when I had that trade. So then I come to the market on Tuesday morning when I wake up, go to the 1 hour for my entry, and then boom, my entry was after this candle. We obviously dropped a bit below the level, and then we had this break back above the level, and this closed like that. So that was my entry, stops at this low, and then my target was at this next level of resistance, which is up here, so 3.16, but I caught about 3R, and then just watch to see how it plays out. Come back to retest this level of support again, and then we've had this big push, and then from there I was like, yeah, cool, my stops will move to break even, and then we've continued and gone on to hit TP. So yeah, the trade played out well, but what I want you to see is how I took that information from the weekly to the daily to the 4 hour, ultimately to my 1 hour where I enter. So I'm literally still doing the same thing as what you've seen in my previous videos, looking at the 4 hour, waiting for the breaking structure with the break and retest, and then my 1 hour entries. But all I'm doing now, so I'm able to get longer trades and catch more R, is incorporating the weekly and the daily, because when you incorporate these higher time frames, like I said, you're getting on the right direction. So with that being said, that's literally the end of the video. I'm gonna share with you guys a trade that I've actually got into today. Let me take this replay tool off. So the trade I've got into today is this US dollar CAD trade. Probably be doing a trade breakdown on this pair as well, whether it wins or loses, and just to show you guys how I've managed it. Reason for the trade, if you go to the weekly, if we look at the weekly, obviously it was in an uptrend, but we look here, we've had a consolidation, then we've had a breaker structure, we've pulled back, and this is the prior week's candle close before this current week here. We've pulled back into the consolidation after making a lower low, and then what I'm anticipating is a push lower, obviously price to continue lower. Head over to the daily. It wasn't looking too good, to be honest. It looks like it's just consolidating there, had a break, come into here, and then obviously we've had the even star pattern of the daily level of resistance. I was just looking to see when price came up into this level of resistance for shorts, innit? So when we came up to here, that's when I started looking for shorts at resistance. On the 4 hour, we had the head and shoulder pattern, and then the key thing which I always look for is the break and structure. What we're basically trading is break and retest. So we always want to see a break and retest. So we've got that break and structure, which was the break. We came back, retested. On the 1 hour, we've got the break and retest. That's the key thing, like I said. I actually had this level drawn on at first. But as you can see, it's not like when you get head and shoulders, you've got to adapt to the market in that, essentially. So when you get head and shoulders, sometimes it'll play out like this. As you can see, the neckline, that's a straight. So then once you get the break, you get a retest, and you'll be waiting for a retest of this resistance and then continuation lower. But as you can see here, we've had the head and shoulder pattern, triple rejection of this level. But if you look at the neckline, it's kind of slanted, isn't it? So that's why I've added this trend line there, it's slanted. So it's not just here, because we've got a level here. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I woke up today and I saw price broken above this level, I was like, okay, I'm gonna adjust that and I'm gonna move it to here, because that's still a good level for me to get off, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? So once I got the rejection, after this candle closed, I got in, and obviously my entry's up here because price, as soon as that candle closed, price came up into here. So I got in there, stops above there, and then yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Potential for 6R if you come down into this level of support. Obviously we've got a 4 hour level of support here, so you guys will see how I manage it once I do this trade breakdown, to see if it even hits stop or it hits TP. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on this video once I do the trade breakdown on that.
Love me and Louis, the #1 shopper. The boy act like he want a problem. No problem, I pay him to pop him. I think he gon' need a doctor. They hit him up heavy, they slid in the Chevy.